Hey guys, today we are opening my July ice cream beauty box. Obviously, I've already opened it and created a look, so this is the look that I came up with using all 5 products in the box. I do the unboxing first and then we do a demo, so stick around if you want to see the products applied. If you don't know what Ice Cream Beauty Box is, it's a monthly subscription, a monthly beauty subscription, and you can receive, I believe, 5 to 7 beauty products. If you're interested in signing up, I will have the link down in the description box. Also, any other makeup on my face in case you're curious. Let's just go ahead and get started so I can show you guys what I got and how I created this look. I'm ready to open this up and I have no scissors near me, of course, but I got these. The best things in life are sweet. They had this on the last box as well, so it must be the same saying every month. I believe they do themes as well. So the theme is Roaring Summer Nights, and then you'll get the retail value of all your products on here as well. Okay, so first thing I'm pulling out is this cute little bear, and it's a liquid eyeshadow. This was a spoiler that I saw. Chroma-Cub Multichrome Liquid Eyeshadow by Chantico Beauty, and it retails for $20. I always go right to my teeth. And I got shade number 1. I saw that you could get 2 different variations. I'm a sucker for bear things now. Oh, you gotta like take off his head. I'm a sucker for bear things now because one of my cat's names is Bear. So anytime I see something bear related, I'm just like, oh, my bear. Oh, okay. The shift in this one is very noticeable. I know sometimes a duochrome or a multichrome, you can't really tell the shift. In person, it goes from like that limey green to a really dark blue. Next thing we have is by Medusa's Makeup. Set List Baked Eyeshadow by Medusa's Makeup, and it retails for $14. I'm not big on like silver or gray. I'm more of a gold girl, but I still don't mind wearing silvers here and there. That's swatched really nicely. I probably will give this away just because I don't see myself using it. And again, I am more of like a gold type of girl. I like more sparkle in my shimmers, and this is definitely your like more satin formula. Next, we have another Medusa's Makeup item. This is the Halo Glow. Tiger Lily Halo Glow by Medusa's Makeup. This retails for $12. Rare, Radiant, and Wild. Glowing highlighter delivers a warm floral lip finish that is as bold as a blooming jungle bloom. Curious to see what color this will be. It does come with a safety seal. Is that pink? What in the world? This is a highlighter. Halo Glow. This glowing highlighter delivers a warm floral lit finish. I guess I did read that, huh? I didn't retain the information that it said warm. Oh my. Okay, this is a blush topper. This is a blush. There's no way that's a highlight. I would say this is a blush topper for sure, or just a blush. I don't know how to feel about this. Obviously, we're gonna try it on the face though. Our next product coming in bubble wrap. Glossy Babe Lip Gloss Palette by Cheeky Rose Beauty. Retails for $22. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna use this. Oh, all right, these colors are better than I expected. Sometimes with, lip kits, you get like all the weird red and pink tones, and it's like, how am I going to mix those together to make something wearable, I don't want to waste this product by using it just for the video when I know I'm not going to touch it ever again. It says it could also be used on your cheeks for a soft, glowy blush. Now, once you throw blush into the mix, I'm kind of like, ooh. I do like the colors in here a lot more than I thought I would. More of like your mauve-y pinks, and you got some browns in there, some more nude pinks, and that's the colors that I look for. We'll have to see if we end up using this or not. Here is our last product, a eyeshadow palette. You're pretty much always guaranteed to get an eyeshadow palette with this box, which I think is really fun. The Lioness Heart palette by DD Signature, and it retails for $40. Rich mattes, radiant shimmers, and shifty duochromes that roar with pigment and fierce versatility. I gotta be honest, the packaging isn't my favorite. I mean, I think it's cute and like wholesome and stuff, but not my favorite. I kind of wish they would have went with a lion. I get the whole like motherly, whatever. We can move on. When I saw this palette, because this was the main spoiler that I saw, I was like, ooh, instantly the greens. I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm getting this palette. Plus like the duochromes. And I've heard DD Signature is a really good formula. They are an indie brand. Some YouTubers that I watch, they always talk about how good DD Signature is. So I am excited to get into this. $6. Real quick, we can recap. The Lioness Heart Palette, $40. Tiger Lily Halo Glow by Medusa's Makeup, $12. Chroma-Cub Multichrome Liquid Eyeshadow, $20. Glossy Babe Lip Gloss Palette by Cheeky Rose Beauty, $22. And the Set List Baked Eyeshadow by Medusa's Makeup, $14. Let's do some calculating. Don't drop my phone first. 40, 12, 20, 22, 14. Our total came out to $108. I mean, I'm paying $30 for this box. Let's go ahead and get into the demo portion. First shade I'm gonna go into is Hopeless Dawn, this light green right here. We're gonna place this towards the inner corner. Right off the bat, the pigment is pretty nice for this being a light green shade. On the same brush, just cleaned it off with a color switch. Let's go into Mama's Courage. I'm gonna focus this on the outer corner. Oh my goodness. Okay, I tapped off my brush a ton. I was not expecting this much pigment to be left over. So I'm gonna go ahead and work that onto my eyelid as well. And I wanna work slowly so this doesn't get too out of hand. Just gonna focus it on the outer corner mainly. I'm gonna take another brush with nothing on it, just so I can further blend that shade out. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of Mama's Courage. Start blending. You can see these shadows really just blend themselves out. I'm not having to do that much work. And don't worry, we will build it back up. I wanna start to get some depth with the green. We're gonna go into Cub's Gaze, the dark green right here. I'm gonna take just a little bit since we saw how pigmented that purple was. I'm gonna focus that right in the crease. Oh, I tapped off my brush so much. I'm not gonna blend it too much. And this is why swatches just really don't tell the whole story, because the green really didn't swatch that well. I'm cleaning off this brush and we're gonna go back into the light green Hopeful Dawn because we lost some of it. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit higher. Cub's Gaze just to blend. This doesn't have to be too perfect because we are going to go over with shimmer, but it's just to add that depth behind the shimmer. Mama's Courage. So we can start to match the depth and lightly blend it out. We're going to go into the pink Fierce Affection. I want to see how that blends the purple out. It might just be what we need to soften it a little bit. I think that was a good choice. You really just have to like tap your brush and then tap it off and you're still getting so much pigment. I don't think I've ever worked with an eyeshadow palette that is this pigmented. Let's start with this beautiful one right here, Protective Glow. Literally liquid metal. I don't want to waste what's on my finger, but I don't want to take this too far over. I am going to take a little bit on a brush just to get this outer corner, and it seems to be doing just fine. I didn't wet the brush or anything. This is called Fearless Tide. I just cleaned off a bigger flat brush. That was going to take me all day. This is stunning. And now to blend them, since I have both shades on my brush, I just flip back and forth and they'll just melt kind of together. I want to lighten the inner corner just a little bit. I'll probably have to do this again at the end, but I just want to try it right now too. Forgot to say I was taking Tender Roar, the light shade. See how it just covers the brush? But it's not flaky or falling everywhere. Oh my goodness. Well, I took too much, so this is what happens when I get really good shimmers. They just end up all over my face and my eye. The eyeshadow got a little more carried away than I would have liked. I did want to keep some of the mattes in there, but the shimmer just completely took over. Now we can get into the Medusa's Makeup Halo Glow Face Stick. This is supposed to be a highlighter, but I'm going to be using it as a blush. Now, I typically do not like a glowy blush, so don't know how I'm going to be liking this, but let's just go for it. All right, she is pigmented. Yeah, it's definitely going to give you that sheeny glow. I would use this as a blush topper. Maybe if your other cream blush is too matte and you're looking for just a little bit more sheen. It's taking off a little bit of my underneath makeup. Maybe I just need to... Yeah, I'm not a fan of cream blushes. They just always tend to take my makeup off, whether I set it or not. Just always takes away that coverage that I worked so hard building up on my cheeks. Not the worst, not the best. I'm not really the best one to judge this anyways because I already knew going into it that I probably wouldn't like it. Also don't like my blush to be too glowy. I feel like it emphasizes my texture a little bit more. While we're here, I received this OFRA blush in Candy Apple in the last box. I had a pretty bad base last month, so I felt like this blush didn't get a fair chance. I would like to try it again, and why not try it with the rest of the beauty products? It's such a pretty color. It's pigmented and a little scary at first, but it does blend out nicely. I need to clean my brushes again. They all seem to be dirty. I feel like I just cleaned them and they're already dirty again. Let's go back into the purple and tuck it right under the eye here. I'm definitely gonna have to learn these shadows or play with this formula some more because the pigment is just out of this world. I'm gonna take this dark green. It's gonna do the same thing. Not sure why my camera has been freaking out like this whole video. Then to blend out, I just want to take this tiny brush and go into the light green. And just lightly go over the edges. I don't want this to get too smoked out, which I'm a little scared it will because of how pigmented these shadows are. That's something I was struggling with on top of my eye. I needed to blend it out because it's so pigmented, but I didn't want it to get carried away from me. So it's just something I'm gonna have to practice with this formula. Need to add a little bit more green up here. Yeah, I definitely wasn't trying to cover up all the matte shadow in sparkle, but it just kind of happened. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing with the pink. Oh my god, the pigment every time. And again, add some pink up here since we lost it with all the shimmer. All right, you guys, here is the final look. What do you think? Definitely a trust the process for me. I feel like that's how all of my makeup goes. In the beginning, I am just so ready to quit, especially because I do my eyes first. Sometimes it's just way too much. I'm like, I look like a clown, but I just got to keep going, and I'm so happy I did that today. I think this video is going to go up before my next one, where I will also have clips in my hair. I tried to cut bangs on myself. They were going fine at first because I usually do cut my own curtain bangs, and then I don't even know what happened, but next thing I know, my bangs were way too short. And then I was like, you know what, let me just try straight across bangs. I've never done that before. I will be wearing hair clips and headbands till it grows out, so this will be like my new look. I kind of dig it though. It reminds me of when I was a little kid, and I think it's really fun to match it with my makeup, so like a fun little new accessory. Kind of make light of a bad situation, but hair grows back, so it's whatever. But anyways, back to the box. I kind of have mixed feelings about the box, to be honest. All the other products are just kind of like eh. Like this Medusa's makeup, the glowy blush or whatever, I will not use this at all. I'm just not someone that's into glowy cheeks or cream products. I usually don't write off products off the first impression though, so I will try this again, maybe with another liquid blush or a cream blush, and use this just as like a blush topper to kind of give me that effect of a glow. So I'm not going to completely say I hate it without trying it again, but just off first impression, not a favorite. And then the other Medusa's makeup, poor Medusa's makeup not making like a good impression on me, even though I have seen other products from them and I always wanted to try them. It's just these particular products, you know, didn't work for me. I don't see myself using a single eyeshadow like this, especially a silver one. I have other silvers in my collection that give me more of that metallic glittery look that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna pass this along. Honestly, even if I don't use this, I'm happy to have it as just like a little cute collector's item or, you know, whatever. I think this is just so cute to have on your vanity or have on display. We need to think of a name for him, so if you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments. This Cheeky Rose Beauty, the lip palette, I'm still kind of torn on like if I should have used it or not. If I do end up using it, I'll update you guys, or maybe we'll use it in a future video. I just don't feel right swatching it right off the bat and never using it again because I'm not really into lip palettes and I know that about myself. If you have used this before, I would love to know what you think about it, and that way maybe it will sway my opinion if I should use it or not. And then of course the eyeshadow palette, this absolutely did it for me. The palette alone was $40 and I spent $30 for this and the rest of the products, even though I don't really see myself using the rest of the products. Now that I have them all together, I'm like, oh, I'm not even really going to use the rest of the products, but I mean, I still saved 10 bucks on this palette if you really think about it. It's a really pretty formula, super smooth. This one right here, Tender Roar, it did crumble a little bit on me. I think I might have picked too much up on the brush though. It got a little chunky on the inner corner. That was like the only one that got a little crumbly on me. The light green and the purple did not. Just again, a beautiful formula, and I can't wait to try the other colors. You guys need to push me to try this palette again. Don't let me just store it away and never reach for it again. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed unboxing and doing a little demo with me. I have really been loving this subscription box. This month, if it wasn't for the palette, I would have been a little disappointed, but just makes me excited for next month to see what they come up with. The fact that you always get a palette is just super exciting, and that they collab with indie brands like DD Signature, never heard of, but wow. I mean, I can't get over it. I'm really blown away with how this performed, and I hope to see DD Signature again in the box. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. What is under my nails?